Life 1,000,000 years ago, a world without cities, without names, under a sky filled only with stars.
By a lonely lake, a small band of early humans clung to warmth and fire in the endless night.
They had no word for the history, no word for it 1,000,000 years ago, only hunger, thirst, and fear. At sunrise, the lake revealed itself, a mirror of stillness hiding giants beneath the surface.
On its muddy shores, clues lay written, the passing of birds, crocodiles, and something far larger.
Koro, the old hunter, knew these marks well, and this print was wider than his chest. Around him, the tribe waited. Sahra the watcher, Rok the fighter, the young ones, and Lemu, the boy who noticed everything. Lemu was smaller than the others, not the strongest, but with eyes that missed nothing.
He had seen these tracks before, on the far side of the lake, deep prints and long, dragged scars in the mud.
Tokoro. There was only one word for it.
These were hippos, but not the ones we know today. Older, heavier, stranger, with skulls like armored battering rams.
They were not hunters of flesh, but they were temper, they were weight, they were rage in the water.
3 times the tribe had seen it, at dusk, at midnight, and in full daylight, each time closer, each time more terrible.
Once, they watched it seize a crocodile and tear it apart as if it were made of reeds.
Sarah had seen the difference this time. Its tracks walked right along their shore.
The smaller hippos kept to the far side, but this one, the monster, had started to claim the human side as its own.
They had no word like apex predator, only a shared feeling for things bigger, stronger, monsters.
Rock remembered the last hippo they had killed. Days of meat, days of strength. He wanted to try again.
The lake gave, and the lake took. To leave was to risk the desert.
From the edge of the group, Lemu spoke. A quiet idea that could change everything.
He begged them not to chase blindly, but to watch from the rocks, to learn how the giant moved.
They would eat roots and birds, Koro said. Better hungry and alive than full and dead.
So Lemu climbed, up a rock a knuckle above the lake, where only the wind and the birds had watched before. So Lemu climbed, up a rock a knuckle above the lake, where only the wind and the birds had watched before. At first, all seemed peaceful. This is the daily dance of prey and predator at the water's edge. At first, all seemed peaceful. This is the daily dance of prey and predator at the water's edge.
Then the hippos appeared, floating like stones with eyes, the usual giants of the lake.
And beyond them, something larger broke the surface, rising from the deep like a moving island. Its hide was carved with scars, proof of years of battles no human had ever seen.
When another hippo dared to challenge it, the result was quick and brutal.
As others watched the violence, Lemu watched the patterns, where the giant swam, where it never stepped.
As the sun climbed higher, the monster edged closer, testing the water near the human's shore.
Below, life went on, foraging, checking traps, skirting the edge of danger they could not see fully.
Again and again, Koro pulled his hunters back from the water, sensing danger long before teeth appeared.
In the boy's mind, the lake changed shape, from flat water to channels, shelves, safe zones, and deadly ones.
That night, with hunger easing but fear growing, the tribe argued over the thing in their lake.
Lemu explained what he had seen, when the monster stayed deep, and when it drifted dangerously close.
Rock burned for a simple answer. Spears, courage, and a chance to kill the monster outright. Rock burned for a simple answer. Spears, courage, and a chance to kill the monster outright.
We are not the biggest, he reminded them, not the strongest. Our power lives here.
That night, sleep escaped Lemu. He lay awake, listening to the breathing of the lake. In his dreams, the monster no longer ruled the water. It fell.
The next day, the wind turned, blowing the smell of humans and smoke out across the water.
This time, the monster did not drift in circles. It came straight for them.
Koro placed his body between the children and the beast, a thin line of will against a wall of flesh.
For long minutes it watched them. Then, satisfied they would remember, it slipped.
That night, the Minlimumu's mind, maligned deep here.
What if it falls?
The words landed like a thrown stone, rippling through the tribe's fear and doubt.
They climbed to the place where the earth had cracked, where a single misstep could shatter bone. Step by step, they shaped a path, not for hunting, but for luring a living boulder into a fatal fall.
If your legs fail, he warned, be soft, roll, don't break. Never meet its charge straight on, always sideways.
When they were ready, they called to it, with drums of wood and splashes of water.
From higher ground, Lemu raised fire like a banner, daring the monster to notice.
The lake answered. The monster rose, turned, and drove its full weight toward the screaming shore. It hit the shallows like a moving wall, trading buoyancy for brute force.
The humans pulled back, not in panic, but in a desperate, measured retreat along the path they had chosen.
The ground tilted under their feet, each step bringing them closer to the breaking point of earth and stone.
Keep moving! The pass is just over the edge.
At the last rise, Lemu threw them sideways, leaving only empty air ahead of the charging beast.
Sideways!
For the first time, the giant had no ground to carry its strength, only gravity.
Bone shattered, tusks cracked. The king of the lake lay broken. Its